G'day everyone. Well, I figure we do something a bit different from the microwaves and the washing machines that there are quite a lot of on YouTube. I've got a generic Aldi branded bread maker that we can do an autopsy on. It's not very old. It's I think 2 years or something when we got it. But the thing that kills these machines, a lot of these modern ones, is on this tub here. This is what you put your flour and water and shit in, and then that blade mixes it all up and cooks your bread. It's got a heating element and everything, which we'll get into in a minute. But the thing that kills these machines, it actually leaks through that rubber seal in there, or bearing if you want to call it. There is a bearing and seal under that, but that leaks and it actually goes down into here, which goes onto the motor, and it causes a short because there are quite a lot of electronics in here for controlling the heating element, temperature, and all sorts of stuff. But they're a very simple machine. There's nothing much to them. It's just a circuit board, which is your controls, a heating element, and an electric motor with a belt and pulley. But I just kind of want to pull this apart because I want to make a fire bin out of this tub. It's a nice thick stainless steel, or not stainless, sorry, sheet steel tub that I'm just going to rivet this top back on. I've got a bit of this stuff had a racked out skip bin at school. It's probably used for hot water service. There's bits of one of those with it, but I pulled that out. I'm going to cut a section off and just rivet that to the top there, and that'll make a nice little incinerator to torch stuff in. But yeah, let's get the covers off first, and then we can have a look inside. Well, there we go, slowly getting apart. I've got the main control set off. Got some nice relays and inductor on it, but of course this all probably comes out the same factory from China. There's about 1,000 different models of these that Aldi sell. Because Aldi's, for those who don't know or don't live in Australia, Aldi is a it's like a convenience store, but they sell not only groceries but appliances, which is where this came from. Power tools. They've got fairly half decent power tools there, but they don't generally last very long. It's very flimsy in terms of construction. In fact, I can even tell looking down there, if you can see that warped edge. I didn't do that, pulling this off, because you look there and that's all smooth. So, very poor manufacturing. When I get this tin out, I'll just dent that back in and make it all nice. But it's got one of the weirdest looking induction motors in it. I think it's an induction motor. I hope it is, because they're kind of handy for running things, doing self-destructions of compressors and things. He's belted off a electric motor, and that's always fun. I know Aussie 50 is the king of killing things with electric motors of various sizes. But yeah, we'll get past that and get this tin out, and I'll explain how it all works. Well, finally got the tub out at long last. It's took quite a while to get it out, because all those screws had rusted themselves in, and that one's so badly seized that it won't actually come out. But I ended up just cutting the bottoms off and just smashing them in with a centre punch and a hammer. And that seems to have freed it up. I've still got to cut that one off and do the same to get this bit of aluminium off, or otherwise I'll probably end up just leaving it on and just turn it to a fire bin, just let it get so hot that it will just melt and fall off. Because I made one a while ago out of an old Breville, and it got up to about 800 degrees inside. It was hot enough to melt aluminium. The whole bottom of the tin was glowing red hot from the amount of heat that thing gave off. So I'm hoping to do the same, and I'll probably be able to do videos on it. But yeah, it's very thin, very crudely, cheaply made, but doesn't mean it does make a good fire bin. Anyway, apologies about the noise. Still got a nasty cold, but I've noticed the motor, it's only got 2 wires going into it. It's got a red and a blue, which positive and negative probably. And it's also, those wires are coming straight out of this, which I have a feeling this may be some kind of either a can't be a frequency drive because it ain't 3-phase. There'd be 4 wires coming out of it. If it was 3-phase, you'd have your 3 active and then your common. But this is must be some kind of DC rectifier or something. But it's got some big diodes there, and an inductor and some other stuff, or it might be a transformer. But yeah, I have no idea. That appears to be the main filtering board, because the mains power goes into this before it goes into there, so it's obviously going through that. Then it goes up to the control panel, which I managed to remove before sending its controls to the motor to pulse it and do whatever. And I even managed to get the fruit and nut dispenser off while I was pounding at it. That just fell off, so might make a nice hopper for a shredder or something in the future. It's, yeah, just releases like that, so I might clean it up and keep it. Not sure how long I'll keep it for. It's probably one of those things that will just sit on the shelf for so long and just get thrown out eventually, like a lot of this stuff. And that window's glass as well, unfortunately, so I can't actually... I was hoping to get out the air gun, just shoot a stainless differential roller bearing through it, just see if it's... But no, that's glass. That's not glass, unfortunately, so I can't really do that. But, oh well. I'll get the motor out and we can have another look at that and just see if it is actually DC or not, because I have no idea what that is. I've never seen one like that before.